So you may have noticed if you follow me on Instagram that there's been a little bit of a change to the usual program of events, and that is because I've decided to take up HMB or Battle of the Nations or IMCF or one of those things that there's many different names for it. Basically it's full contact fighting where we use semi-historical armour. I'm going to be sticking with my living history armour. I'm going to be actually putting together a more accurate, a much better 15th century suit in order to fight, with a few little adjustments in order to meet HMB standards. But the HMB fighting is a much more aggressive style of fighting to what I'm used to. I typically do what's called, in Australia at least, reenactment combat. I refer to it as show combat because it's more about the show than it is about the actual combat itself. It is competitive, but it's semi-competitive, so we want it to look good instead of just being about how hard we can hit or what we're going to do. In order to be successful at HMB, and I want to be really good at it, I need to increase my fitness levels exponentially. So while I've been reenacting, I've been a little bit laxed about it because having done it for 14 years, I could fight competitively on the stage, I could fight well enough to be safe, and I could fight well enough to put on a good show, but I wasn't very fit. And so now I'm trying to get as fit as possible before I order a new set of armour. For one thing, I've always wanted to be more fit than I currently am, and I don't want to spend a whole heap of money on new armour and then it not fit me once I decide to be fit. The other reason for this is I'm moving into a new stage of my life, and I'm actually at university learning to become a high school teacher. As many of you would know, I already do high school shows where we go in and teach history for 2 hours, but what I'm trying to do now is to actually become a fully fledged authorised teacher through Queensland Education. So while this uni degree is going on, I want to get as fit as possible so that I'm not a fat teacher. I want to be one of the fit teachers in the school. I'm going to be teaching history, hopefully, as long as the school hires me for that. And my main focus is junior secondary schooling, which is year 7, 8, 9, 10. So 12 to 16-year-olds, 15, 16-year-olds, depending on what age they went into school. So this change in my life has been really important. I'm still doing shows. So while I'm going to university, I'm still doing shows. So Night for Hire is still running, Hands on History is still running. We're still taking bookings for shows. We've got more bookings this year than we had the previous years, and a lot of return clients. But also, I'm going to be working on my fitness. I'm going to be adventuring into this new style of combat. And I'm going to be exploring HEMA a lot further as well. That's Historical European Martial Arts, HEMA, HEMA. And reenactment combat is still continuing, but in a lesser function. I've taken a step back from running our volunteer organisations, that's Company of the Phoenix, and being part of Queensland Living History Federation, in order to concentrate on myself, my fitness, and what I'm most interested in, which is the different types of combat that are available here. So I'm going to be making some videos on my fitness journey, on my workouts, on my diets. If you follow my Instagram, you'll notice that I've been putting up lots of pictures of ketogenic food. That's the diet that I've decided to follow. Also, if you know Bonnie and I, you will notice that Bonnie has lost a significant amount of weight. She's my inspiration for wanting to do this. And she followed a ketogenic diet in order to do that, and it's really helped her not just with losing a lot of weight, but it's increased her fitness, her strength. It's also helped fix a lot of medical issues that she had ongoing. And I'm hoping that it'll do the same thing for me. So far, so good. I'm down about 10 kilos, so I started this journey this time round at about 130 kilos. I'm down to 120 now, and I will be taking pictures along the way in order to show my progress, and updating my measurements as I go. And so hopefully you'll be able to come along with that journey. In this video, I'm going to include today's workout because I tried something I wanted to try for a very long time. I put on some of my armour while doing my weightlifting schedule. All I put on was my coat of plates to begin with because it is a public gym. It's also a public gym that shares the space with a sports centre, so there's lots of high school students and primary school students doing basketball and netball and volleyball and all those kinds of things that require a court. And I didn't want to shock the system too much, so big props to the owner of the gym for saying yes. He said, yes, you can do it, just come in at around 1 o'clock. So I'm going to increasingly add bits of armor to it as I get more experience with weightlifting and more experience with holding weights while in armor. So I'll add some footage to the end of this. Hope you enjoy. If you want to come along for the journey, just leave a comment. If you have questions about what we're doing, leave a comment below. But please subscribe. This is our new channel for Night for Hire. And this is going to really be videos of my training, of my workouts, general discussions. I'll do a bit on armor maintenance and when I'm ordering armor and those kinds of things. I'll do that as well. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below and share this with your friends and come along the journey with me. Alright, so that's it. That's the silly workout. Bringing the coda plates. No real issues. No real issues from the coda plates impacting on the workout. So next time we'll add the arm harness on. The shoulders may get in the way for the squats and for the overhead press, possibly. But we'll just have to see how that goes. The main issue with the coda plates is, as you saw me fiddling around, there's a giant gap here now. The perils of weight loss when you own suits of armour, because now the choice is, do I add lots of padding to it, which will hinder my movements, or do I get a new coat of plates, which is too expensive and I don't want another 14th century suit of armour, or alternatively figure out a different way to strap it so that we'll overlap, because if it overlaps, if I can get it to overlap, then possibly we'll be able to keep this coat of plates going until I can afford the 15th century suit of armour, because the 15th century suit of armour is going to cost a fair bit of money, so I don't really want to buy one of them now. So yeah, tell me what you think I should do. Thanks.